name is Cagan, and I am a sports psychologist at the U.S. Olympic Committee. I work with the acrobat and combat sports, which of course includes diving. So one of the biggest concerns that I hear about from athletes and coaches is an athlete who can train and perform well in practice, but once they get to the meet, choke and stumble and fall apart. And usually that's due to some level of anxiety that they're experiencing in a meet situation. Meets are different than practice. Practice tends to be a little bit more relaxed and easier sometimes. Meets come with a lot of anxieties. And one of the ways to manage this is to set up meet simulations. So essentially you're trying to provide an environment in your pool where it is very similar to a meet, as close as you can make it. The closer the better. You want to put your athletes through that kind of intensity and have them practice with that before they get to the big meet. Some of the factors that you would want to consider are setting up the timing of it. So ask them to come in at a time that's similar to when they would compete, and you will ask them to go through a warm-up similar to how they would warm up when they compete. And when you set up the competition, you'll want to do the timing of it in a way that they'll actually experience. So if there are going to be 20 divers in the meet, you'll want them to wait that amount of time between dives. Ask them to do the kinds of things they would do in between dives. Ask them to practice with that. You want them to experience it in a similar way. You might also want to bring in a crowd or spectators, and ask your athletes to go through one dive at a time. They get only one chance, just like a meet. No balking, no second chances. Give them that opportunity to work under that pressure. You as the coach want to behave the way you would in a meet as well. Have the athletes come over to you to prepare beforehand and then come to you after if that's the kind of thing that you do with them. Make it as real as possible. So have fun with it. Make it interesting, make it real, and throw in a few unexpected things, maybe some delays and that sort of thing. Whatever you think could happen in a real meet. And give your athletes the opportunity to deal with pressure before they get to the big game.